Have you ever wondered what really holds a marriage together through life's biggest highs and most challenging lows? Emma Hemming Willis recently shared a sorrowful message about her 17-year marriage to Bruce Willis that's sparking conversations everywhere. Her words weren't just about love, they revealed something deeper, something that makes you stop and think about what truly keeps a relationship alive when life takes unexpected turns. So, what is it about their marriage that's caught everyone's attention, and what surprising truths did Emma reveal? Stick around, because this is a story you won't want to miss. But before we go further, what do you think defines a lasting marriage? Is it love, loyalty, or the ability to navigate life's challenges together? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss more stories like this. Now, let's dive in. Bruce Willis. What a name, right? He's one of those stars you can't help but love. Whether you were introduced to him through his early days on TV or the blockbuster classics like Die Hard, Bruce has always had this incredible ability to draw us in. He's the guy who could make you laugh, cry, or hold your breath in suspense, all in the same movie. It's no wonder he became one of Hollywood's biggest legends. But here's where things get a little bittersweet. In 2020, while gearing up for one of his latest films, Out of Death, something unusual happened. The production team reportedly had to tweak Bruce's role. They cut down his scenes, shortened his lines, and even avoided giving him lengthy dialogue. At the time, there wasn't much explanation, but behind the scenes, people close to him had started noticing something was different. Fast forward to 2022, and Bruce's family shared news that left fans around the world heartbroken. He'd been diagnosed with aphasia, a condition that affects communication, and was stepping away from acting. Imagine stepping back from something you've poured your heart and soul into for decades. His wife, Emma Hemming Willis, his children, and even his ex-wife, Demi Moore, came together to share this news. But I know you're probably wondering, was this diagnosis something that appeared out of nowhere? Were there earlier signs that hinted at what was to come? So, here's the thing. People who worked with Bruce in recent years saw the signs. They spoke about changes in how he worked and how he carried himself on set. Well, from his mind-blowing action scenes to those unforgettable one-liners, he's been a Hollywood legend for decades. But have you ever thought about what happens when even a star like Bruce starts facing challenges he can't outrun? In his later projects, things began to change. Bruce was still earning those bestseller paychecks, reportedly $2 million for just 2 days of work, but people on set started noticing something was off. He began having trouble remembering his lines. Can you imagine? The same Bruce who gave us so many iconic moments now needed an earpiece to have his dialogue fed to him. Most of those high-energy action scenes we love him for were being handled by a body double. And then there was the incident everyone talked about on the set of Hard Kill. Bruce allegedly fired a gun loaded with blanks at the wrong moment. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it left the cast and crew pretty shaken. The producer denied it happened, but stories like that only added to the growing concerns about what Bruce was going through. But these weren't the only adjustments being made. Behind the scenes, there were already efforts in place to accommodate Bruce's changing abilities. His later film projects came with some surprising arrangements. His high-powered agents at Creative Artists Agency made sure his shoots were capped at just 2 days, with contracts limiting him to no more than 8 hours a day, though sources say he often worked just 4. At the same time, fans started noticing something unusual. Bruce was taking on a wave of low-budget films, many of which were panned by critics. The Razzie Awards even went as far as creating an entire category dedicated to his movies, a move that raised even more eyebrows. What was really going on during this phase of his career? Through it all, one person has been his rock: his wife, Emma Hemming Willis. Did you know they met at their trainer's gym back in 2007? Just a casual, everyday kind of meeting that turned into something truly special. 2 years later, they got married in a gorgeous ceremony in Turks and Caicos. then had a civil ceremony in Beverly Hills. Their family grew too, two beautiful daughters, Mabel and Evelyn, who joined Bruce's three older daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah, from his marriage to Demi Moore. That's one big, loving, blended family, right there. Now, Emma Heming Willis has shared a deeply personal account of how frontotemporal dementia revealed itself in her husband, Bruce Willis. She described the condition as a whisper rather than a scream, an understated but heartbreaking progression that began long before his official diagnosis. While Bruce was first diagnosed with aphasia in 2022, it wasn't until the following year that doctors confirmed it as FTD. In an October 2024 interview with Town & Country, Emma reflected on the earliest signs that something had changed for the die-hard star. One of the first red flags was a shift in Bruce's language. At the time, she didn't think much of it, assuming it was tied to his childhood stutter, something he'd lived with for years. To her, it felt like just another part of his personality, nothing more. But as the changes persisted, it became clear that something deeper was happening. But then, in 2022, that's when Bruce's family shared news that broke hearts everywhere. He'd been diagnosed with aphasia, a condition that affects his ability to communicate. And just a year later, they revealed an even tougher update. Bruce has frontotemporal dementia, or FTD. It's a progressive condition that impacts speech, emotions, and personality. For someone whose presence has been larger than life, it's hard to imagine him facing something so devastating. And yet, Bruce's story isn't just about the challenges, it's about resilience and love. Emma has been incredibly open with fans, sharing what it's like to navigate this journey as a family. She's even become an advocate for caregivers, showing the raw, real side of what it means to be there for someone you love. Like that time, she admitted she'd been crying all morning before Bruce's birthday. Can you picture the strength it takes to keep going after moments like that? Pretty remarkable, don't you think? And now, Emma Heming Willis is marking 17 years of love with her husband, Bruce Willis. But last year's anniversary, celebrated on December 29, 2024, feels a little different. Have you ever thought about how milestones can stir up all kinds of emotions, joy, sadness, and everything in between? For Emma, it's exactly that mix of feelings, shaped by Bruce's ongoing battle with frontotemporal dementia. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Emma let her followers into her world, sharing how anniversaries have changed for her over the years. Anniversaries used to bring excitement, she wrote, alongside a throwback photo of the couple enjoying the water in Turks and Caicos. Now, if I'm honest, they stir up all the feelings, leaving a heaviness in my heart and a pit in my stomach. So, how does someone navigate those emotions? Emma gives herself permission to feel them fully, but only for 30 minutes. During that time, she sits with her grief, asking the hard questions like, why him? Why us? But here's the powerful part. After those 30 minutes, she makes the choice to let it go. I shake it off and return to what is, she said. And what is unconditional love. I feel blessed to know it, and it's because of him. I'd do it all over again and again in a heartbeat. Her vulnerability struck a chord, and the love poured in, especially from Bruce's family. Tallulah Willis, his daughter with Demi Moore, shared her own heartfelt message in the comments. I love you so much, both of you 3, 2, 1. And honestly, isn't that what family is all about, showing up for each other no matter what? Since Bruce's diagnosis with FTD 2 years ago, Emma, Demi, and Bruce's 5 children have proven that love can hold even the toughest situations together. They've become a united team, supporting not just Bruce, but one another. And Demi? She's been a shining example of how love and care don't end just because a relationship changes. But despite facing so many challenges in his personal life, we can't deny the incredible career Bruce built over the years. He has enjoyed a remarkable career, starring in over 70 films since his acting debut in the 1970s. But for many, he will always be best remembered as Detective John McClane in the Die Hard franchise. That iconic role, which spanned 5 films, solidified his place as one of Hollywood's ultimate action stars and opened the door to memorable performances in films like Pulp Fiction and The Fifth Element. While often seen as a major box office draw rather than a critical favorite, Willis still earned awards, including a Golden Globe for his role opposite Sybil Shepherd in the hit 1980s TV series Moonlighting. He also collaborated with renowned directors like Wes Anderson and Terry Gilliam, showcasing his versatility beyond action roles. Even as his health began to decline, Willis's star power remained undeniable, with filmmakers continuing to seek him out. But beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, the heart of Bruce Willis's story lies in the love and resilience of his family. Emma Hemming Willis's journey shows that love isn't always easy. It's full of joy, heartbreak, and everything in between. And it leaves us with an important question. What do you think makes love last, even when life gets tough? Also, let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Bruce Willis film or moment? Whether it's Die Hard, Pulp Fiction, or something else, his work has undoubtedly left a mark on all of us. We're wishing Bruce, Emma, and their family all the strength and love in the world as they navigate this journey together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories. Your support helps us bring you more content that matters. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.